Hello! Hello, you lovely people of YouTube and Spotify. This is your host, Rip4. Welcome to Rip's Talk Show. I'm, once again, your host, Rip, speaking to you once again. Another week has gone by, and here I am chatting with you as I usually do. Anyway, enough of the formalities. I would like to inform you of, I have a lot of things I would like to talk about on today's episode, and so we're going to do that, because, I don't know. That's the whole point of the show. I'm talking. Anyway, first of all, just right out of the bat, I am sitting on a lot of clips. And I want you to know that these clips that you'll be seeing were recorded not by me. They were recorded by Denmark, actually. So, the clips that will be coming out in the future were recorded, they were recorded by Denmark. And we reviewed these clips, and I thought they were funny, and they heavily, heavily feature me. So, I just thought that I would take them. And I will specifically upload them when I don't have anything else to upload, so that way all of you are getting daily uploads. Speaking of that, yesterday, as of recording this, so, if I'm not mistaken, I did not upload anything 2 days ago. Yeah. So,
hello, are you...
Whoops, I did not even mean to click on that video. Basically, what's today? March 3rd, I forgot to upload. I was heavily sleep deprived, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I wasn't sleep deprived. Just I was tired as soon as I woke up in the morning. And, because of me being tired the entire day, I just kind of forgot to do certain things. But, yeah. Just forgot to upload that day. Point of all of this is to say, I'm doing daily uploads. I've already have... Gears of War 3 is not fully out yet, so that will finish up the day after this podcast. Except, it's not, because someone actually gave me ROM's Shadow for Gears of War 3. And if any of you know about ROM's Shadow, well, you know what I'm about to say. But for those who don't, it is a DLC campaign. It's not like the other DLC that have come out for the game, where it's just like characters and multiplayer maps. No. This one is specifically a DLC campaign. And so, I've recorded that already. It's already done. And that will be going out as soon as I'm done with Gears of War 3. And I would like to say that the first episode of ROM Shadow was actually recorded in the same day as the episodes 3, 4, 5, and the final one being 6 of Gears of War 3. And as I said on last week's episode of the podcast, but, well, nobody listened to that episode. I can see right here, I got no views on either YouTube or Spotify. I mentioned that, my content plans, like my schedule, and that, I'm sticking with that schedule. However, instead of going into Night in the Woods immediately, I realized there are 2 prequel games that I could play. And so, I did just that. I went and played those prequel games. There are 2. There's Longest Night, which is its own video, and Lost Constellation, which is its own video. That one's a bit longer because I played the entirety of it. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. Meanwhile, Lost Constellation's like around 20 minutes. But you know, I I'm still going to do Nine in the Woods. I just have to. I'm just uploading those first, and I need to actually sit down and start Nine in the Woods because I have not done that yet. And after that will be Gears of War Judgment, which will, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to fly through that. Even like Aftermath as well added onto that. I'm still going to fly through it. Just because I will. And after Aftermath, like Gears of War Judgment, will be Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, and then after that will be what do you call it? Gears of War 4. After that, I truly don't know yet. I probably said an answer in my last one, but I don't know now. I'll figure it out. And then Gears 5, and then Gears 5 Hive Busters. Just so that way, like, all of that is done and it's nice and, well, like I said, it's nice and done. And obviously, like, I'm still going to be putting out podcasts. I'm still going to make videos where it's just me doing a random thing in a game I play. Like, I've been thinking of just, like, starting to stream me just, like, clearing out my star chart on Warframe. Or whenever I'm playing Destiny by myself, I'll, like, probably start streaming that just in case there's funny things that happen. I still want to make videos of all the different Horde game modes, because I made one for the Halloween game mode on for Halloween actually, and then like I did the Horde Roulette with Kevin and Colin, and so I want to do the other game modes for YouTube videos, just because I think that would be real interesting. But like, yeah, this is like my idea of like stuff. Um, depending on how my future plays out, it may get harder to do content like that, like constant daily content. It may not. I don't know, because life right now is confusing. But like, that don't matter. Because like, oh, I doubt really any of you care about like that aspect of like my content creation. I mean, there's probably somebody that does, but like I don't know if they're listening or watching this. But I love doing content creation. It is absolutely fun. Anyway, there was another topic I wanted to talk about. I, as a kid, growing up, and whatnot, I was a fan of like exploring more about games, and so I wanted to understand the games I've played better, and so I used the built-in search engine on the Xbox 360 to look up the games that I play. And then I would get video links. At the time, I didn't know it was from YouTube, but I watched them. And then I learned about these things called Easter eggs. And I would just watch Easter egg videos. And at one point, a parent of mine walked in and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching these videos that I found. I looked up Gears of War Easter eggs, and I found this on this website. Do you know what this website is? He goes, yeah. Everybody knows what that website is. There's even an app for it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so I download YouTube on my Xbox, and I watch those videos there until eventually a YouTuber who I will not name uploaded a Minecraft YouTube video in it's called Epic Jump Map. You can probably guess what YouTuber it was after that if you are aware of that YouTuber's content. But I I was watching their videos and I was like, whoa, this guy's funny. But like instead of saying it like that and like giving like a fleshed out informed opinion, I was so, ha ha ha. That guy swore because like I don't know, I was immature and the way he was swearing was funny to me at the time. And anyway, I was like, okay, what if I saw what other videos this guy has made? And then he made a mod showcase about the creepypasta mod. This is where we are with this point. The creepypasta mod. I was like, whoa, what's a creepypasta? So then like I looked at the stuff in the review. There was stuff like the Slender Man, that version of Squidward, Jeff the Killer, stuff like that. And I was like, whoa, what are these things? And so as a kid, I looked up what those were. I was like, what is a Jeff the Killer? What is a creepypasta? What is a Slender Man? And so I looked them up, and I was very surprised by what I found. And what I found was stories that I would be quite interested in for years to come. Now, I drifted away from like watching those stories for a while, but eventually I got back into listening to those stories, and like, holy, they can be interesting. And the reason I bring this up is because, like, for example, the original Jeff the Killer, if you could even call it that, the 2011 Jeff the Killer story is it's not good whatsoever. And fun fact, it is a ripoff. It is plagiarism because Jeff the Killer, as a character, existed way back in 2008. I could go into this whole thing. I learned all this from a YouTuber I watch named Pastra. And something about them as well is they made a rewrite of they made a rewrite of Jeff the Killer. And like it was great, actually. It was phenomenal. And I highly recommend it. They said in the video that there was another one. I think it was by. I don't know who it's by, actually. I don't remember. They talk about it in the video, but I think it's called like the Creepcast or something. Basically, it's like a version of like that story, but like every creepypasta is in the same universe. Anyway, they're Pastra's Jeff the Killer rewrite. Oh my god, that's its own separate video, which you need to watch if you are interested in this topic. But that was not the creepypasta I was mostly interested in as a child. The one I was mostly interested in was Slenderman. And so I thought like legitimately that like he was real for a bit because I was a dumb child in the year 2013. And so I would like look up stuff like Slenderman sightings and whatnot, and like there were some like really good edits at the time, or like really good like, cosplays, or maybe at the time I thought they were. If I found those videos now, I'd probably be like, this is terrible editing, or this is like a terrible cosplay and whatnot. And like, I don't know. They're really interesting at the time, and I loved the idea of it. And then I remember the Slenderman movie um, was going to come out in 2018. It got announced, and then it came out that year. Um, I remember that, and I was like, oh, I actually really want to see that. And then I didn't. And then three three years ago, sitting in an Xbox party with Colin, and I was watching the movie while he was building something in Minecraft, and I was so disappointed in that movie. It was bad. I it was so bad. Spoiler alert: if you haven't seen the Slender Man movie, at the end of the movie, the main character turns into a tree. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Um, it's like thanks. Why'd that happen? And to this day, we will never know. I'm sure they explained it. I just don't remember. I think it's fucking wild though that she turned into a tree. Like what? For what purpose? For what purpose would you do that? You turned into a tree. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But like the way I would have done a found footage movie, something like, cause like I don't know, I'm a really big fan of found footage movies, and I know like they uh may not do the best sometimes, but like I think like in the spirit of what the Slender Man is, I think it should have been found footage. My point in all this is to say that like creepypasta made me interested in horror. I would also watch like Some Ordinary Gamers at the time when I was younger. Like I would watch him do creepypasta reads. I haven't watched him in who knows how long. I remember one day looking up, I was like, oh, I haven't listened to him do a creepypasta read in years. Let me go like watch an old one, and couldn't find any because I think he either deleted them or just like privated them. I was like, well, damn. And then I haven't looked since. Um, but like that was just like a thing I would do as a kid, and I don't know. I miss like delving into stuff like that. I'm a big fan of stories, is what I'm getting at. I'm a fan of like media. I'm a fan of like literature, and like I like stuff like that because like it may come as a shock to no one. I was in theater, and something that it felt like to me was in theater when somebody when you're doing improv, when you're doing something uh like that, when you're doing like when you're doing improvisation with someone else, you always build off of what somebody says. Where it's like why'd you shoot that guy? Well, it is now said that you shot that person. And so you have to improv a reason as to why you did it. Or like it's like the gun just like the gun I had the gun but like I don't know why it fired. I don't know why that happened. It was a misfire. It was a misinput. And like it kind of felt like that when people are building these worlds and these stories, they'll take like elements of like the popular ones and then like they'll build it into theirs. It's like, yeah, you're right. Like this character does do this. Or like this and that, this and that. It's like it's interesting and cool. It just feels like that to me. And like improv to me is a very, very interesting thing. And so like I don't know, I just feel like that's interesting. I don't know what to say. But yeah, no, that's like I guess like my thought process behind that kind of content. Like and my experience with it as a child when I was one of those things. I'm not funny. Oh my god. I'm shocked that people listen to me, to be quite honest. But to be fair, I know that's not the case because if people did, I don't know. The reason I say people, no one listens to me is there was quite literally no views on the previous episodes. On not episodes, the previous episode of the talk show has no views, so I was like, oh, I guess no one listened. And so I'm expecting the same one with this episode, to be quite honest. Not as in like, oh, nobody likes me, blah blah blah. It's they'd much rather watch me play a game than just listen to me chat. And like I get that. I know that eventually, if I get a computer or when I get a computer, I'm going to start doing like podcasts differently. Like I'll probably have something or do something myself to like have like a moving like thing for you to look at, but it's not like gameplay anymore for YouTube viewers, and it is just purely me sitting here like chatting, and like I don't know. There was this podcast that I was gonna listen to, and like it was because like a friend of mine was on the podcast. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go listen to the episode that has my friend on it, and I went to go listen to it, and halfway through, the background footage that they were using, all of a sudden the audio for it turned on, and it was so loud you could barely hear the people chatting. Um, and like they just uploaded like that, and like when asked to take down the video, they just didn't. And so like I was like, well, damn. If like that happened, if one that didn't happen, and two, even if it happened, they then took it down, I would have like shout them out, be like, hey, go listen to these guys. But then like I don't know. I have been listening to a lot of System of a Down as of late. Um, just because like oh, I feel like that music is severely needed in this current day and age. All right, I've been avoiding talking about this. I've been thinking about it. Um, the other week, 2 weeks ago, in fact, at this point, um, I think like a week or two ago, uh, Destiny, well, not Destiny, Bungie were basically like, hey, the next update, like the next content update for Destiny, it is getting delayed. And it is getting delayed from March 3rd, which was like a week or two from when they announced this. And we're going to put it back to like June 9th, I think they said, or July 9th, I don't know. Point is, a while away, like a long time. And it's just like, what the hell? Because, like, the thing that upsets me isn't the fact that it was delayed, it was the fact that, like, they waited so long to delay it. Because, like, a delay doesn't upset me. It really doesn't. It's the fact that, like, they waited so long to delay it. And, like, you can make a whole bit of, like, it's been, like, the FNAF song where it's like, it's been so long. But, like, legitimately, I legitimately think that, like, the delay's okay. I'm not upset about it. What bothers me is, like, the lack of communication and then, like, saying that within a week or two of when it was coming out. Like, I would have appreciated it, hell, even at the end of January, because that's like, or damn, at like the beginning of February, it's like, hey, the update that's coming out in a month, it's getting delayed, not a week or two before it comes out, because that's fucked up, and like, I don't think that's okay. But like, hey, what do I know? You know, I just it doesn't give me a good vibe. And like I could be called weird for that. I truly don't care because like the way they handled it is not okay and it feels kind of disrespectful to like the people who play their games. And like I'm not entitled to like that kind of like information. It's just like it would be nice, you know, because like feels a little I don't know. I just I'm very hopeful for Marathon. I hope it does well and I hope that like I hope Destiny just keeps going. I want to see where this new saga takes like I want to see where it takes us. And it's I love all these characters and I love the story. And if I had to request anything for Destiny 2, I would be I've said it before in episodes. I'd be so willing to like take out an expansion. Like it's like okay, we're only going to get one expansion this year instead of the two that they've decided. Um, and we are going to unvault some content. I'd be like, hell yeah, do that. And then they do it. And then like we get to play like Red War and whatnot. And like they're replayable. And I mean replayable. I'm not talking, oh, I select a mission and I can replay that mission. I'm talking I pick up the quest and I do every step again. Speaking of which, there are just missions that are like in campaigns that are just like there are sections like or like entire missions that are just not replayable in some of the campaigns. My specific example is Wildcard from Final Shape because I would like to replay that mission. However, that mission is account based. So once you do it on your account, you cannot do it again. Which, quite frankly, is fucked up. Oh no. And I've been, as I've said before, I've gotten into Warframe. Um, it's so funny seeing how positive the community is, because like God, it's such a refresher. Because like the Destiny community, they hate the game and themselves, and will despise you for enjoying the game. And like I love Destiny, I enjoy it, and like I have critiques, but like I'll have them in like a way that like is adult, or like it's like I want to have a healthy like conversation. Be like, hey, this is a thing in the game. I don't like it. This is how I feel about it. This is what I would do differently. Or it's like this is a change I would like to see. Um, and Warframe is a lot of those kind of people too, where they're like, I like this thing, or it's like, hey, I'm not too much of a fan of this. I would like to see this change in this way, so that way, like, and like they articulate their feelings and whatnot, and like whatnot. I'm so used to like Destiny fans, or like even to extension Halo fans, because like I feel like it's kind of the same pool because Bungie made both. Obviously, it's a different studio now for Halo, being Halo Studios. Um, but like a lot of those people are still there, and like it's the same boat of like I feel like a lot of them, or not all of them, but there's just like a good, there's a portion of the community who like it's very, this sucks, I hate it, I want to play it anyway, but I hate it, and like this is bad. It was better when it was like this. And like in Halo's case, it's like it was better when Bungie made it, because Bungie didn't do ad sprinting. They did. And Bungie didn't do this. They did. And it's a whole thing of like, I don't know. They like Destiny, it's like the game was only good, or the game was good during Forsaken. Everything after that sucks. It was horrible and I hate it. And it's like, okay. I don't know. I just, I like seeing constructive criticism where it's like, hey, I'm not too much of a fan how things have been recently. I would appreciate if things were more like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm like asking for too much. But like healthy communication is like a big thing to me. And so like I just I feel like that would be I feel like that would be good. Why not, you know? Um but yeah. Uh I just my main takeaway for this is I hope things get better for Destiny. I hope Marathon succeeds, and I just hope Bungie are more communicative when it comes to um, their games. And I'm excited for whatever is next in Destiny. But yeah, um, thank you all so much for watching or listening to this episode of, well, my talk show. If you liked what you heard, let me know in the comments section below. Let me know just let me know. I like hearing what you have to say. But with that being said, thank you all so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. If you only listen to the podcast. If not, I'll see you in my next video, which is Gears of War 3. Goodbye, everyone.